Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're doing a general major arcana reading. Because it is Aquarius season and Aquarius is represented by the star and the major arcana. So if the star comes, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're dealing with an Aquarius. Just could mean like Aquarius energy, like similar to But also Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, but Uranus has it plays a part in the star card, but it doesn't rule the star card. Okay, Uranus rules the Fool. And Uranus is the planet of reform and change and stuff like that. It's always change. It's always trying to fix like invent new things and stuff like that. Where Aquarius is like known to be like rebellious and like a humanitarian. So like they like rebel or like revolt, but they're doing it so they can be comfortable with themselves to later on have like create a more comfortable environment for everybody else and stuff like that. They see that things need to change and change it. And yeah, that's pretty much Aquarius and Uranus. I'll do a reading on the Fool a different time. Trying to go in order. So yeah, but the star here says brightness, hope could bring excesses, so be careful not to be greedy. And it's number 17, 17 reduced to 8. And 8 is all about personal power, movements, karma, control, our self versus our ego. And yeah. Oh, I'm gonna start with the symbolism so I can put the card down. So normally she's naked, but this is one she's not naked. Okay. You two don't have a problem with that. So the dove in the background represents peace, and if you don't see like a dove, or it could just simply be a bird, it also means like rising above the situation, being above the situation, being free and having peace, and moving forward. And then we have the stars here, right? They're supposed to be 7 stars, represent the 7 chakras, and then we have this large star in the middle to represent like the morning star, the brightest star to help you, guide you and lead you and direct you, but it's also your personal essence, right? What makes you shine, right? Going in a direction that suits you, that's best for you. And then we have the tree, which represents growth, and that's the greenery around, represents growth in life, right? Sometimes you can see like a mountain or like a little hill in the back. It just means obstacles or a hurdle that you had to overcome. The water represents, what was the lake? But the lake, the water, lake, whatever, it represents your subconscious. The pillars that she's pouring into represents or symbolizes what lies within, she has a pillow over here and a pillow over here, but the water is coming, like it's coming, she picks it up and pour it out, and then like you don't really see her like move her hands to pour out what's pouring out over here, when she takes it up. So it's like it goes through you, it goes within you. You have to find some sort of peace within you, and you grow and release it and rise above it, and pour it out. Oh, she normally naked, like I said, but it's supposed to represent vulnerability and having nothing to hide. The star card for also represents like blessing, peace, healing, and having hope, trust, wisdom, compassion, the flow of life, and courage. Can be abundance, a lot of possibilities, a lot of possibilities, or it could just be like options, or like connections. It's keywords, when it shows up, and normally what it means or represents is guidance, hope, renewal, spirituality, and rejuvenation. Okay. Oh, like we said here before with the chakras, the star card represents the heart chakra, and I put this card out because I always talk about like the Kabbalah that the high priestess have in the back of her. So the star card is right here. That's where the stars represents. It is between 9 and 7, and all the 7 cards equal plus the chariot equals up to this, and the 9 is the hermit, and all 9 cards equals to that. So the star card is between 7, which is the chariot, and the hermit, and where the chariot is all about having, like determination and victory and moving forward and stuff like that, and the hermit is all about internal wisdom and peace and knowledge and stuff like that. Is you moving on with the things that and trying to find a place where you can be yourself freely and truthfully and be yourself and don't have to hold back on who you are, or put on this facade or this character. So the star card follows the Tower, which is the death of the ego, and it's saying that it's time to rebuild based on our loving essence, like I said over here. And the star card is a point where the fool takes all of his early lessons, adulthood lessons, midlife reflections, late life soul searching, meeting with the inner higher self and principle, and then the end of life celebration is pretty much the end or the later part of soul searching. Like I said before, the whole philosophy of the star card is new hope and inner guidance. The star card pretty much shows us a deep awareness and hope as we understand how we show up in the world and allow ourselves to be open to new perspectives and what they have to offer. The star card can, also represent that you're living in your purpose. You're being guided to do something of with a very great purpose, and you're happy doing it. You being open, you being honest, and you feel comfortable doing it. It can also represent healing, saying that the universe is with us through good times and bad times. You just have to keep a positive mindset and keep hope, have the faith. And if it's reverse, it means that you have lost direction or you feel insecure. There has been a loss of faith. Your dreams has been unattainable. You might be suffering from a lack of, confidence in yourself, or your intuition, low self-esteem. So, or it could just, what I said before, being greedy, being selfish, and stuff like that. Also could be burnt out, pulling from a dry well. There's, no creativity, no inspiration, no nothing. And if it reverse, it can kind of sort of means mental illness. But it has to be tied with a whole bunch of other cards, not just because it's reverse, it's mental illness. But if it's reverse and you're tied with another card, like the devil or a tower, kind of cards, those kind of cards, it means a lack of faith and general feelings of hopelessness. It could also mean depression, loss of hope, melancholy. But yeah, In career, the star card means that you're ready to move on from challenging times and disappointment, and to move on to a calmer and better place where you can be yourself and be happy where you are. And if it's a finance reading, it's saying that it's time to be grateful and take time to be grateful for all the challenges that you had in your life and what you have learned from those challenges. So like if before you didn't have like the money to buy what you wanted to buy, and now later on in life you do have it, be happy, be grateful for it, rather than just spending it on just whatever you spend. Like you do it like smartly, intelligently, like you resourceful, you save and whatnot. But if it's in love, it is saying you have been rejuvenated and healed from your past disappointments and past relationships. If it's a sex reading, and the star card comes out, it simply means purity, oneness, transformative energy, and healing. Like I said, you release past disappointments. It's just, ooh, I thought of a joke. But if you see the star with the 3 of swords, it could mean that you're being led astray. And if you see it with the 7 of cups, it means like fear of abandonment, or you're just confused on like what to pick or what you want to do. Having way too many options, can be overwhelming. Okay. And a star card could also mean delay as well. If the tower has to come first so the star can happen, because the star is like a wish and manifestation, your desires and stuff like that. But you have to be truthful with yourself and with spirit, universe, God, however you want to identify it as, to actually be able to move forward. With, like I said, with the Chariot card, it has the dark horse and a white horse, or sphinxes, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is. Okay, it's different in different cards. But it could literally means your shadow side, your subconscious, your getting in touch with your subconscious, cleaning your subconscious, cleaning your shadow side, getting in touch with that, balancing your ego, ego death, releasing what needs to be released, so it doesn't have so much control over you and hold you back in any way, shape, or form. And because like there's the sun shines, but it casts a shadow on certain things. Like there's gonna be shadows. Like it's not just gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. Like there's always gonna be a shadow, so we have to look at that shadow and fix it, address it, come to peace, make peace with it, come to terms with it, know that it's a part of you. You might not like it, but it's a part of you and it's there. And you can start doing it less and less and stuff like that. Like Bruce Banner, right? And the Hulk. Probably when in the beginning he wasn't all happy that he was the Hulk. But like after a certain period of time, he had to make peace with that. Like this, it's a part of him. He might not like it, but now he has to control his anger, and can't always rely on his anger for certain things, because then the Hulk will come out, and then the Hulk can't really handle or deal with certain things because he couldn't really talk. All he did was smash. So it was, like it wouldn't be much talking if he goes out, and it's just like you have to make peace with that, realize, and you have to make peace with your past to also be able to move on and move forward, so you don't carry that over into your future, and make that affect your future or ruin your future in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, now, let me tell you the questions. So we have 6 questions. So question 1 is all about wound. What is hurting and what needs to be recovered? Question 2 is guidance. How can you support your healing? How can you nourish yourself during this time? And question 3 is grounding. What makes you feel secure and safe as you're going? What can make you or help you feel secure and safe while you're going through this healing period? How can you remain grounded and stable during your recovery? And inspiration. What is something that gives you hope? Who or what inspires you to have faith or confidence to keep going? And then 5 is a blessing. What is something you have right now that is a blessing? What aids you in these moments? And 6 is a wish. What is your what is your desire? And what do you dream of, and what do you aspire to do or be? See, first we have Mentis Being. With Enigma, which pretty means like mystery. You know the episode of SpongeBob where Patrick was like, the inner workings of my mind is an enigma. And then we have, it's Enigma, elusive, and sensitive. Patrick. But yeah, like Enigma is pretty much mystery, puzzles, very hard to get, hard to figure out, which could be like elusive. The definition of elusive, it pretty much is, something being difficult, hard to catch, hard to accomplish, hard to achieve, right? So you might be feeling that your dreams, your goal, your wish, your aspiration is very hard to achieve. But funny enough, it's not just talking about the trees. And I was like, the trees supposed to represent growth. There's no growth on these trees. They're dying. And then there's a full moon in the background. There's supposed to be a full moon coming up. So, and then he has a cup. So, could be drinking. Just, but like right now, could we say like right now? Like I was saying before, not trying to say you're trying to drink away your pain, but there's no growth here, so you might need to actually leave to actually not, I won't say grow, but to do what you want to do, because you can't do it here. These 2 bubbles here, you probably tried, or it's saying like, and it didn't work and it didn't succeed, and it could be because your environment, the place that you're around, is not meant to work there. It can't grow there. This card could also means altered state of consciousness, higher vibrations, dance, open-minded, ceremony, celebration, foresight, overseer, movement, observer, and manager. See, then we have those people could be like, could be saying that you have somebody that's micromanaging you, and then of course you're not gonna grow if they micromanaging you. They're not even giving you a chance. Like that's not, they not even give you a chance to see what you're capable to do, and if you actually can do the job. So it's like, why give me the job if you were just gonna do it yourself, or watch me do it? Why don't you just do it? That's just me. That's how I feel about micromanaging. It don't make no sense, because it's not even give you a time to do it. I don't know why they always decide at the worst time. to fix the road in front of my house. I don't know why. It was one time they decided at 8 something at night. That was a great time. Like, what? If you gotta keep coming back to fix it, maybe just leave it alone. Like, but hey. Next we have Rohana. I don't know. With self-trust. But like I was saying before, they're not even giving you the... Or it could be saying, like, you're not even giving yourself the chance. Or because they micromanaging you, you don't trust yourself to actually do the job or think that you can do it. Which is why I'm saying, like, it can't grow here because you're being micromanaged or watched or supervised. And, you know, they're not even giving you a chance for you to actually find out if you can do it. You just, you know, could be writing it off as... Oh, and then, you know, horses are very empathic. Right? And then we have sensitive here. Like, you can... Okay. Even if they're not micromanaging you, they could be saying little slick things, and you can feel that and know what exactly they're trying to say, and that affects how, like, your self-trust, how you... Or your self-esteem, like we had before with the star card. And, you know, you lose hope in yourself. You lose trust in yourself, thinking that you're not really capable of doing certain things when you actually are. They're just not giving you the chance and opportunity to show them and prove to them that you are. You know, they caught it like some people with these little 2 people. I don't even know if it's people. Whatever it is, whatever these bubbles are, they're supposed to represent. Could pretty much saying, like, there might be some things that you are suppressing that it could actually help you, like, learn lessons, or rather than just seeing it as a failure and something that needs to be written off, look into that, address it, so that it doesn't, you know, make you feel as sensitive or triggered in a way. And you come to terms with it, you come to peace with it, and you start moving on fully, and you don't hide it, you don't hold it back or anything anymore. So, like, if they try to say it or, like, try to use it to degrade you any way, shape, or form, or bring you down, it doesn't knock your confidence or any way, shape, or form, because you already know what you're capable of. You already know that it happened. It's a part of your past. It's your past. Your past isn't... You're not your past, okay? You're not your past. The past is what happened to you, but you're not your past. So... You know, you don't have to keep reliving it and being stuck there, because that's dead and gone. Not even like it's dead and gone, but like it's gone. Like you can't go back to change the future. Not even to change the future, to change the past. Like, it is what it is. It happened. There's nothing you can do about it. Just move on and move forward. And, you know, learn from those lessons and no mistakes. And then we have Mott Justice. And she is married, I believe, to Thoth. If it's not Thoth, it's somebody else. Not grossly missing. But I believe it's Thoth. And she is all, like, she weighs the heart, like, and I was saying, like, pointing out everything. You have, like, the cup here, and cups normally represents feelings, your emotions, your spirituality, intuition, right? And you also have the pillars here. Like, you just have one cup, but not 2 cups, which she has over here. So you're not dealing with what's ever happening in your subconscious. Like over here with those bubbles, you could be taking it and trying to, like, suppress it and ignore it, and be like, it's okay, I'm gonna leave it for later, it's fine. Just put it in a little box and never open it up again. It's keep coming back, or you're holding on to it, and it's pretty much just gonna follow you until you release it and pour it out. You know, with justice, you separate from it. Justice do a lot. You can bring people together, divorce people, separate them. Child support, get money, not get money. So, if you thought just because you were the mother of that child and I have to pay for that child, no. If I'm doing everything for that child and that child live for me, why are you getting child support? they. I watch. I watch a lot of justice shows. Don't mind me. It'd be funny. Very educational. But she will weigh your heart and stuff like that, in a feather, to see if your heart is as light as a feather, and if it is, it simply means that you did everything that you wanted to do on earth. You don't have no regrets, no anything. You don't have nothing that you want to say, nothing that you want to do. You did everything that you wanted to do. Now, if it's heavier than a feather, you have some things that you have to work out. Some self-trust. You might have some self-trust issues, some self-confidence issues, and it could be saying this needs some time to work those out. Okay, balance that out. So you stop looking for other people for validation and stuff like that, and start actually trusting yourself and believing in yourself. You trust your feelings, and you validate your own feelings. You might ask certain people for clarification, that you're not misreading a situation. But you're not. Well, all those trees, you're not acting like a whole bunch of people. You're not. You're not asking going here, there, here, there. No, you're just. I won't even say with the one or these two, because they pretty much are just following you. So it could be the ones that making you feel this lack of confidence. But you holding on to it also, it adds your confidence and as well. So justice could be forgiveness, truth, clarity, honesty. But I get forgiveness could be hard, okay? And forgiving the other person could be hard, especially if they were, let me think of a good word rather than the word that I wanted to say. See, I was talking about SpongeBob before, okay? So they could be Squidward, okay? And you were just being nice to them, wanting to be friends, be SpongeBob, okay? And no matter what you do, they were just Squidward, okay? So just come to terms with it that they're just don't want to be friends with you. You have other friends that you could be friends with, and that loves you and want to hang out with you and be around you with no problem. So just be friends with them. But there was that one time in the episode where Squidward realized he went way too far, and everyone else saw he went way too far and was just what's wrong with you? And then he felt bad. So at some point in time, they will feel bad for what they have done to you. But you won't be there anymore. Next, we have dreams. And your subconscious talks to you through your dreams. Could be saying you need to get some sleep as well. Sleep is very important. And then we have help from above. So they could be sending you signs and messages. Oh, full moon again. They could be sending. Sorry. They could be sending you signs and messages in your dreams to try to help you move forward or come to terms with it, or see what needs to be released, what needs to be cut out. And then we have self-sabotage. And you see the two people? The two bubbles? It comes together. I love it. And then we have the little owl here, and owls supposed to represent messages from the divine. We had over here with the little bird, rising above the situation. But if you have help from the divine, they see everything, they know everything. So, they can try to help you, send you messages, be like, look, this is what's going on, this is what's happening. Move away from these people. They were saying before, it might be micromanaging, or they could be saying little slick things and be like, I was just joking, when it's not actually a joke. They legit mean that. So, like, let's say you want to start making shoes and you're great at it. You're good at it. Okay? You design it, all that. Okay? You know how to do it. No problem. Right? And you come and tell me that, and I'm just like, but are you sure? Didn't you want to do that? Like, for what? Why? When you could do this, this, and the third. You will be so much better at doing this, this, and the third. And then you'd be like, you start second guessing it. Be like, you know what? You're right. I should do this, this, and the third. And that's self-sabotage, because you can make those shoes because you're good at making those shoes. That's what you wanted to do. It made you happy. And that's the goal and the dream and the career that you wanted to have, was making those shoes. So make the damn shoes. You can do both until, the shoe thing pick off. You can, but don't just stop and just put something on hold or suppress something or write something off because of what somebody else said. Because somebody probably did that to them, which is why they're doing it to other people. Misery loves company. Or they just can't see it for themselves, and it's not meant for them to see. It's meant for you to see, because it's your life, not their life. You're not living it for them. You're living it for you. You got to see yourself you have to see yourself do it. Like, if you know you can do it, you can see yourself doing it, and you know you can do it, and no problem, and you like the result that you're going to get, why does it matter what the person says? No. It's not their dream, it's your dream. Okay? Don't let somebody else sabotage your dream. Right? Procrastinate. Slow you down on your dream. Do your dream. You go ahead. Right, and then we have, soulmate. So, okay. Soulmates can mean a lot of things. It could mean, could be like your career, like you start loving yourself, believing in yourself, having more self-worth, trusting yourself, and, self-love, and you realize, you your own soulmate, which, you are. But, there's soulmates in your families. You have friends that are soulmates. You have your friends are platonic soulmates. You have romantic soulmates. Okay, not just one. S. Okay, multiple. Okay, thank you. Because some people just think it's one done, and it's like, no. And half the time, soulmates is just really just there to teach you a lesson to help your soul grow in some way, shape, or form. But it can't grow if you're being micromanaged, like I said before, or degraded. It can't grow. It's stuck. So that's what's like. You might actually have to walk away from these people. You could know that, but they're sending help from above. Their wings open. So you can know that, see that, aware of it, and just procrastinating on it because you think they're your soulmate when they probably are, probably was, okay? But this is like my healing yourself deck. You have to heal yourself from the person that you thought was your soulmate, and or it could be actually your soulmate. Don't get me wrong, but like I said before, they teach you a lesson. You probably already learned that lesson, okay? You can leave the class. You don't have to continue learning the lesson, taking the test. You can leave. You can go. You passed. Free yourself. Justice. Like, separate. Go. I forgot. So we have 12, which reduced to 3. And 3 is all about teamwork, collaborating, working together, building together. And we have 3 again. And we have 27. And that's 9. 9 is all about releasing, letting go, reflecting, reforming. And then we have 2. 2 is all about duality, choices, partnerships, connection, communication, balance. Things are not in balance or can't be in balance until you separate from these 2 people that are sabotaging you. by saying little like things that gets you stuck in your head, that makes you second guess yourself, that cause you later on to self-sabotage and think that you can't do something when you actually can. Procrastinate. Next we have, okay, these two cards are read together, so I gotta show them together. So we have the Page of Cups reversed, and then we have the Nine of Wands. It's my the tarot of the opposite, so that's why I did that, just in case you was wondering. Right. So the Page of Cups, you know, normally he's very nice, very kind, very loving, a dreamer. You know, like I said before, he's sensitive. He hurts your feelings. He says sorry. How I view like the Page of Pentacles, or like Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups reverse. It's like a brat, kind of. But throwing tantrums. But with the Nine of Wands here, could be saying like he's very guarded, to put up a wall to certain things. Like suppress his I won't say suppress his creativity. Don't take actions on his dreams and stuff like that, or like his emotions. He just, like I said before, you put him in a box and just don't look at it, and it's like that's not healthy. That's not healthy. It's like, and next we have the Five of Swords. Like I said, that's not healthy. But I believe this is the Five of Swords reversed. So like you're walking away from. I said before, you have to walk away. You legit need to leave. That's they. How would you ever know what you're capable of if you don't even try? If you're not even given the opportunity to try. You know, you will never, you know, you just be, like a Page is a kid, okay? You just be stuck as a child. And then this is a grown man. You be stuck as a man-child. Like, you just, like, you would be immature, like, wouldn't be able to achieve or do certain things that, I'm going to clarify these cards. Either way. So you won't be able to do certain things because you weren't taught it, or you weren't even, well, you probably was taught, seen, but you weren't able to like actually like apply it to anything, to learn it fully or completely and stuff like that. And you know, like I said before, with the Star card is where the Fool looks at all the lessons that he have learned in life and looked it over and stuff like that. But we have a Page reverse and the Nine of Wands, pretty much saying like there's a, like, and you're hiding out, like you're hiding your feelings, suppressing them. And you know, Five of Swords is normally a self-sabotage. You're not picking and choosing your battles wisely. You're walking away from things that you are actually capable, like you actually can do. Which is why procrastination is here. Because you probably can actually do it, and the people around you don't want you to do it, or make you feel like you can't do it when you can. But they fill in your head to make you think or believe that you can't do it. With the birds here, it could be trying to clip your wings, keep you caged up. You know, you can only go but so far without them, or making you feel like you can't live without them when you actually can. You can make it without them. You know? If it's a soulmate, like I said, they're soulmates. There's more than one romantic soulmate that you will have. Right? So we have, clarifying the Page of Cups with the Nine of Wands, we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is normally, you know, you're feeling stuck or stagnant, unhappy with the like what your present situation, where you are, and you're looking for help or guidance from like, from spirit. And like I said, they're trying to help you. You have the cloud, help from above. They're trying to help you and give you this help. You might, end up rejecting the cup, not taking the cup, not receiving the cup because of this self sabotage, or thinking that you're not worthy of this cup, or that you can't, you don't have what it takes to. I just thought about it. You have a cup right here, so you probably do take the cup. And let me see the next card. Then we have the Knight of Wands. So, like I said before, you might actually take the cup and move on and move forward, which is why we have like the Five of Swords, where you're able to walk away and you have the swords in your hand. I won't say you won the battle, but you got out of that battle, and you looking at like how far you come, or where you had came from, where before you didn't trust yourself, or you thought these people wanted to help you and knew what's best for you, and they really didn't. They was just, I won't say like a secret animosity, but that's pretty much what it is when they try to degrade you, or try to like make a slick comment and try to hide it as a joke. They're not your friend. They have like some sort of secret, animosity, secret grudge towards you. They have some sort of, I want to say intimidation, but there's something about you that bothers them in some way, shape, or form, that they want to chip at. Like, if they don't have it, you shouldn't have it either, kind of thing. Like, or they chip it away from you. They feel like they will have it, but then it's like, no, it's still not yours. You still don't have it. You're still not capable of doing it. So it's just like, if they chip at it for you, it suppresses it. It dwindles, but it's always still there. It's still there. You can just, work on it, and it comes right back, better and bigger than before. So it's just like, for them, when it's just like non-existent, or they just haven't looked at theirs to figure out what theirs is to make it work for them, they rather than bring somebody else down and degrade them so they be on the same level as you, when you weren't on the same level to begin with. They try to bring you down to their level when so you have to remember that you weren't on their level. You're not like them. Don't compare yourself to other people, and that you have to look for other people for validation, because they don't know what you can do. They're not you. They don't know the struggles or, battles that you fought, that they, certain people weren't around for. They don't, building up their confidence and the courage to realize that you could overcome this, stuck stalemate kind of thing. You just need confidence. And at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, which is like a break, a timeout, time to reflect. Underneath that was a Chariot, taking the time out to reflect, to think about what you want to move on to, or where you want to go, and then doing that with determination. And trusting yourself and knowing that you're capable to do it. Right, now we have the Eight of Swords, which is like a mental mind trap. But it's a mental mind trap that we put ourselves in and we can get ourselves out of, because it's pretty much just like overthinking. But once you realize with the self-sabotage and these two people here that you're letting something or someone or some people in your ear that's slowing you down and stopping you from doing what you actually want to do, things get a lot easier to face, because you know what you're dealing with, and we won't be blindfolded anymore. You realize that what's causing like the, I don't say feelings, but like why you overthinking, or why you're like selling yourself short, or thinking that you can't do something, or holding back. Um, Also with this self sabotage, this pretty much is like self betrayal, saying no to things when you actually want to say yes. Like I said before, selling yourself short. That's self sabotaging. Because you're overthinking it, thinking that you're not good enough, that you can't do it when you actually can. And it's just other people filling your head up with a bunch of lies, telling you that you can't do it and that you should do something else, or that you're not. Even if you're not capable or qualified to do it, if it's coming from above, from spirit, God, you don't think he's gonna give you all the tools that you need to do it? They just waiting on you with procrastination. Like, then we have, see what I said? The Three of Wands. You don't think that's new horizons, being open up to new horizons and stuff like that. You're overthinking the options that are being presented to you, because you feel like you can't do it, but you actually can. You just have to walk away from the people that's trying to tell you and fill your head with a whole bunch of nonsense. Don't let them live in your head rent free, because they just slowing you down from your progress and moving on, and seeing new people, meeting new people, doing new things, and seeing what you're actually capable of. Oh, we have the Nine of Wands at the bottom. Like, you see, being built, putting up a wall to it, being defensive, and that's why you wounded warrior. But also could just be the blindfold you put on your head now. You took the blindfolds off, you see what you have to defend yourself against. What you have to put up a wall against is, these people that's trying to sabotage you and fill your head with a whole bunch of negative nonsense. And I'm going to use my angel deck to pretty much... I'm going to do one for each. Because the Knight of Wands, you normally get, called the player and stuff like that. That's because, like, he's very hot and cold, very flighty, okay? Because you have to build up the confidence to do a lot of things. And, the bravery to do a lot of things. He's supposed to be like a brave and courageous knight, But sometimes knights get scared, okay? Like, sometimes they get scared and they run away. And then, they get called a coward. In the old days, I don't think they got beheaded, but it was a crime. It was a crime to run away. But then it's just like, at that time, there was also like forcing people to sign up. So it's just like, I did not want to be here. So it's like, it can't really be a crime. But yeah, you're selling yourself short, saying no to opportunities that you actually want to say yes to. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands that came out. Then we have, it says, the God of Hope, construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversity. And then this also came out, but I'm gonna go with the Three of Wands first, and we also have that here, right? And then we also have help from the above. They trying to help you move on to better and greener pastures, something that's more stable and grounded, and where you can actually grow, and where things are actually growing, not where they're not dead trees wilting. Okay, the ground don't have grass on it. Not even the ground is growing or flourishing. You gotta leave it. You gotta walk away to go to a place where you can actually, have trees and it's growing and there's life. There's no life here. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Honorable God, the inner and outer works, Hopes one keeps their job, protection against disasters. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, the price wise, peace wising. Hold on. Prize worthy. Sorry. The prize worthy God. The light of understanding, acquiring knowledge, and cure of illnesses. And these two came out together, so I'm gonna show you those together. I'm gonna put that over here because that it came out with the Three of Swords, so it kind. I said, I guess it could be in the middle. I'm still gonna pull one for over here because the Ten of Pentacles is normally like generational wealth, or a commitment, something that's very long lasting, like a happy home, happy life, happy wife. You know. And you have money to left over for retirement, for the kids, all that stuff. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, he's very slow, very stubborn, but he's very reliable. He's the slowest knight of all the 4 knights, but he's the second slowest energy of the deck. But like I said before, with either you know and you're aware of what's going on and them slowing you down and them hurting you, or like living rent free in your head with this light of understanding. So it's like they're trying to help you get this understanding that you need to move away from this person or this people, this group of people, this environment, whatever it is. You got to move away from it. Okay, be brave and move away from it. The time has come to move away from it. You need to be brave now and move away from it. You can no longer procrastinate, because if you procrastinate any longer, you're missing out on something that could be very stable and long lasting for you. And then we have the Emperor, like unto God, a political authority, given safe travels and protect against corruption. You gotta move away from somebody that see themselves as an emperor that's not actually an emperor. Right? Like, it was the like unto God. Like, they feel like they know you, like God knows you, but they don't. You know you. God knows you better than you know yourself. Okay? So he's like first in line. Then it would be you. Then it's whoever you told your story to, honestly and truthfully. Not because I'm your mother, I'm your father, I know you better than you don't. You don't. Okay? You don't know how I think. You don't know. Like, because my mind is not your mind. You know, it is. Like, it's like God sourced the universe first, then you, then whoever, you know. I mean, unless you write a tell it all, like a telenovela, then, you know, you told your whole story, then of course other people will, but then they still won't really know you how you know you, because you thought you did whatever you could, right? You know, so it's just like, either way, they don't know you, especially if you're not telling them your truth. And then there's certain things in your mind, your subconscious, that they don't know about. Wasn't there for you. They weren't. And then if it's a soulmate, okay, you weren't with that person your whole life. So it's like, they can't tell you what you can or what you could and can do, because they weren't there for the whole part of it. They don't know what you can and can't do. They know you for a short period of time, and probably in that short period of time, they brought you down. That where you are with them, that's as much as you can do. But somewhere else by yourself, you can accomplish a whole bunch of great, like a lot of things. Not with them, by yourself. But you can accomplish those things. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the world, God's source of wisdom, the fountain of wisdom, giving success in all ventures. Okay, the card will just, there we go. Right, and the world pretty much is the end of a cycle. And for a new cycle to begin. So we have to walk away from this, let this end, so something new to begin. And if you don't, you're missing out on your actual Ten of Pentacles. True Ten of Pentacles, not false Ten of Pentacles. Next we have, what if it was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, and the angels, and their powers. Find a solution. Would you take the next step if it was easy? It is time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance. You're supported. Today's soul action. List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. Let that Ten of Swords talk with somebody. You could be saying no to something that you actually want to say yes to. Thought this way, seen that. That's what you can fully more see. What am I looking for outside of myself that is already within me? There we have, are you looking for guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When you are searching outside of ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It is time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lies within you. Today's soul's action. Breathe in your favorite essential oils. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answer. It could be the law of potentiality. You just sit in silence and then the answer just magically comes to you. Next we have, how does my body wants to move today? Then we have, when we move, we create. Hold on. When we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new this new evolved state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Today's soul action. How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do it. Next we have, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love is medicine into this world's broken heart. Hold on. I'm gonna start over. Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul's action. Look at yourself with a grace filter. Are you meant to be in this moment of your life. Release your inner critic and fill in the hole with your soul's truth that you are infinite, you are loved, and that you are already there. Hold on. Then we have, what do I believe about money? Does my belief match my dreams? Money can't buy you happiness. I'm just saying that right now. It can buy you temporary happiness, but hey, you do you. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe that you are worthy? Do you believe that you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Today's soul's action. Take a deep dive into your belief system around money. And there are there any belief that you need to update to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write down your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What would your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because blank. So back to my my analogy, my whatever. When I was saying that, like if you wanted to start like a shoe business and you great at making shoes and stuff like that, you could do both if you want to do both. Like you start this job and then you use that as um, a beneficiary or as like a supplier to get the materials that you need for your actual shoes. And when your clients pay or get the shoes, money start coming in to the point where you don't really have to rely on the other job as much to pay for this shoe sneaker thing that you're doing. That's fine too. Like you pretty much when you start a business or like start a dream or your life purpose or a job or like working for yourself, you might have to use like money from somewhere else to actually like fund it and like push it to where it needs to go, and then later on you can just put the money back. Like everyone, that's how business works. It's just how life works. Like it is what it is. It's not that. So like right now you might not have the money to do all the like established fancy things that you want to do, but that doesn't mean that you don't have enough to start it. Put the idea out there. Find clients. So these came out together, so I have to read all of them together. So we have abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. And then we have nature spirit. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve the life on earth. And then we have meditation. I meditate daily to allow the universal wisdom to flow through me. That's what I was talking about. The law of potentiality. You just sit in silence. Yeah. Or, you sit with this, like, some Hertz music, sound healing music. And then we have Archangel Michael. I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings into my life. He also holds the sword of truth. So, You're gonna get the truth. Like, you're gonna get... They honestly trying to help you. Truthfully, they're trying to help you. They're really trying to help you with the truth, not the people around you. The people around you are not giving you the truth. They will give you the truth. Okay? Might be a little harsh, a little cold, a little bit, but it's the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts, but we need to hear it. It's very healing. Okay? And then if you being sensitive, or like somebody tell you the truth and you get triggered, okay? You being triggered simply means that it's a truth that you were aware of, that you just wasn't ready to deal with yet. That's why you're triggered. Okay? So don't be mad at me, because you knew the truth. You just didn't want to deal with that truth. People can't just tiptoe over something that they ain't know. It's like, And then, say, well, it's like if an elephant's in the room and I just magically walked into the room and I'm just like, y'all don't see that elephant? Y'all don't smell that? Right? And then y'all just like, shh, we don't talk about it. How the hell am I supposed to know that? I just walked into the room. Why is this elephant here? Like, explain. Like, So it's just like, you have to address the elephant in the room for things to get better. Because if you don't, then the elephant gonna stay there. Then at some point the elephant gonna shit and or fart. And then it's gonna stink. Okay? And no one wanna be around that. And then we have earth element. I gratefully, there we go. I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestowed on me. And then we have air element. I embrace the element of air, and I am open to all knowledge and wisdom. Like I said. And we have a bird again. You see the wings open. They're trying to send you the message. And archangels are supposed to help us. Okay? Angels. Some of them. Are very... If it's Raphael, then, it's healing. It's very nice. But sometimes healing hurts. Okay? Sometimes the shit hurts. Like I said, it's just like the truth. Sometimes it hurts. Okay? Depending on what you broke, it actually hurts when it heals. But sometimes the truth is hard to say, hard to hear, especially if you knew you fucked up in some way, shape, or form. But with the self here, it might be even harder because you did it to yourself. So you have self-trust, self-sabotage, self-betrayal. You did that to yourself. But it was also because of people around you or the environment that you're in. So you have to forgive yourself. But you also realize that you also allowed your environment to fuck up your life a little bit. Slow you down. Not fuck it up. Slow you down. Let's use that word. Next we have transformation. I journey within to meet my higher self and find true peace. You see? It just slowed you down. Procrastination. It didn't fuck you up. It just slowed you down. It's okay. They had you fucked up. They tried to get you fucked up, but he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." And then we have Archangel Gabriel. Oh shit. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Now he's the messenger angel, so like I said, they try to tell you the truth. He's giving you an honest and truthful message. You got 2 archangels. They dead ass trying to help you, bro. Like. And next we have your souls whisper love, your ego shouts fear. Hold on. There we go. You can see. And then we have Ask for help. It does not make you weak. Don't ask those people that's going to sabotage you. Go elsewhere. Like, don't ask anybody in that environment. Oh, I gotta read. Now I'm gonna read the quotes from these lovely goddesses. I didn't tell you nothing about Rihanna because I don't know much about her. So I'm gonna tell you, look up something real quick, real fast. She is a Welsh goddess, often associated with horses and the moon. Oh shit! Now I kept talking about the full moon. I was gonna say this is the full moon, but I'm not really sure. And then we have one over here, but it could also be the sun. Not really sure. But there's mountains. So like I said, over here with the star before, like if there is mountains, could represents obstacles, challenges, and then we have waves. You know, waves are mixed emotions, and we have a freaking child here, so it could be like you're letting people like people immature thoughts hold you back or slow you down in some way, shape, or form, and it's causing challenges in your life because you're letting it live in your head rent free. Look at them like just think of them like Patrick. Their inner working of their mind is an enigma to them. So Rihanna says, do not doubt yourself. You can trust yourself. Develop self-trust is developing self-trust is a necessary part of positive growth. You will be able to succeed in your goals if you believe in yourself, and sometimes you need to say no. Also, speaking about the horses, knights always have a horse. Why? Because they are moving. The horse is supposed to represent movements, freedom, and you can go wherever you want to go. Okay? It's your own little traveling, own little vehicle. Okay? You need to move away from these people. Like I said before, you need to say no to these people. Set boundaries. That 9 of Wands. Boundaries. Say no. Don't just let them say yes for you. No. I'm not going there. I don't want to do that. I don't even like that person. Why am I going there? It's just, they're not my friends. Why am I going to their birthday party? That makes no sense. Because I said that we're going. Okay, you better go make an excuse because we're not going. You're going. Like, no. Not even make an excuse. You better tell the truth. Like, oh, you spoke for me and you didn't find out first if I actually wanted to go. And come to find out, I don't. Like, it's just... like, it is what it is. You know? So Mott says, justice will be done for the good of all. Take responsibility for your actions. Chaos in your life will end. Natural order will be restored. So, like I said before, you have to realize you allowed these people to cause chaos in your life because you didn't have boundaries or say no. Or you could have said no and they didn't listen and you still allow them in your life. They were just violating your boundaries left, right, and center. You guys just, so you let them do it. You sabotaged that. You betrayed yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna see that. Next we have, when I connect to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Next we have, hope is the conduit for miracles. Like hope and faith. A little bit of both. That's why in Pandora's box, even was like a whole bunch of plagues and disastrous things, the worst things that was created. One person legit put hope in the bottom of the box. So that, even though, like the star card, right? Even through bad times and good times, Spirit is still there, helping us, working with us to see us through. You just gotta believe that you're not alone. They're there with you. It's just certain people that don't need to be. They might be alone in 3D, like in the world, like worldly, like and physically might be like alone, but like spiritually you're not alone. And then if like they sit here sabotaging you, holding you back, you alone regardless. Like, why would you want people? You do you. But we have the universe has my back. Cause they just slowing you down, sabotaging you, keeping you in a cage, keeping you stuck. You still alone because you can't resonate with these people. You can't be yourself around those people, so you still alone. But with this transformation, you gotta stop. To each his own. Oh, then we have the owl again. And then this person has the moon. Yeah. But like we've been saying, like there could be two people, people around you, the environment that you're in, or it could be just simply you, your past, whatever is holding you back, and you're allowing it to hold you back, and it's slowing you down from taking action on what you actually want to take action on, because you think that you're not capable of doing it when you actually are capable. Yeah, but that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. Bye.